Celebrate life. Thank God we are alive. It is a beautiful day to remember. We are making progress together. God is a beautiful day to remember. We are not here forever. Yeah. Celebrate me now that I am living. Not when I die, you go throw party. This life is for the living. Every day I jolly. When I didn't do one festival, as I got over money. What you could protect your boy, one mama. Jump life. Celebrate life. You want the life. Thank God we did see when the Cuba will rush, we say come gentle. I ain't upon the money, carbon or candle. He said my side, you can see it from my angle. And second when they panic, you come and put some different money machi. Link it up with each other, men and maybe machi. So you like the guy come back up, all it is a habit. I'm just a life. Life and I got no trust. Only believe it, yeah, believe, make you know about me. Anything will go stressing me, make it day under me. I did pray, I did fast, lessons all over me. You make a woman and mama now they want for the me. Make I tell you I see the go, I see the go. My life I got watch out only who come go. See this in a fish, she watch out to me say go. He's a go, I made out and I saw the boy go the flow. You two got the go. Shop life. Celebrate life. Move on to life. Thank God we there alive. They can go look at me, man. I'm alive. I'm alive here, man. It's come on, man. You look at me, man. You're not able to more than 2 pints, man. Come on, man. I drink life here, man. That's why I keep my life. You know? Celebrate me now that I'm living. Not when I die, you go throw party. This life is for the living. Every day I jolly. When I didn't do one festival, as I come over money. What you go protect your one mama. Shop life. Celebrate life. One life. Thank God we're there alive. Thank God we are indeed alive. Yes, so yes. Good evening, Agnes. Good evening, my darling. Good evening this evening. Yes, so Nurse Angel, leave it alone. You've started again. So apologies for coming late, guys. Apologies. It was because of I'm trying, it's still new. So I'm still 1K view. Wow. I think a lot of people have been waiting. So fam members, I want to say that tonight is going to be a great night. Bukola Sunday, good evening. I want to start quickly because we've already wasted 20 minutes. Apologies, it's due to the new device. So tonight, I want to begin by saying, I think I have some questions for you. I have some questions for you, but I will ask the questions later. Or let's ask it now. Tonight, we are looking at well-being part 3. And the theme for tonight's talk show is take back your body and take back your life. I repeat, the theme is take back your body and take back your life. I have some questions for you, as I said earlier. And the question is, when last did you check on your blood pressure? Fam members, when last did you check on your blood pressure? I want to hear you say it. When last did you check on your blood pressure? Take back your body. Yes. When last did you check your blood pressure? What is the last time, or when rather, is the last time you checked your blood pressure? Yes, take back your body and take back your lives. Last week. Fantastic. Good evening, my Zitis. Good evening, my darling. I checked last month. Okay. Last month, ma. Okay. Now, question number 2. Can prayer, I want you to answer this question. Very important question. Can prayer replace medication? Fam members, the next question is, can prayer replace medication? Take back your body. Yes, very important. Thank you, my darling. Gobem Gloria. Thank you for tagging. Monday was when you checked your blood pressure. I check every 2 weeks. Fantastic. Wow, Felix. Felix, this is amazing. I'm really happy. I did that last Wednesday. Okay, good. Last January, ma. Oh, okay. What was it? Now, the next question is, can prayer replace medication? I repeat, can prayer replace medication? No. Thank you. Thank you for that. Is it Rita? Rita, thank you. Can prayer? Okay, Onyeka, Onyinye or Onyekachi, good. You said no. Lolo Joy said no, and Mary said nope. Okay, and Christiana said yes. Good. That's important to know what people think. Very important. Naptak said no. I want you to give me an honest answer, an answer of what you think. Onye Kachi said no. Can prayer replace? I'm not asking if prayer is important. It's important to listen and listen clearly. Can prayer replace medication? And Tony said yes, with faith. Okay, pray and take medication. And Nangok said absolutely yes. Fantastic. I want to know your feeling, and I'm happy you guys are honest. Continue. The next question now is, why do people go to prayer houses instead of hospital when they are sick? I can tell people feel that prayer can replace medication. Therefore, when you are sick, according to some of us, instead of going to the hospital, please do run to the prayer houses and get yourself some prayer. That is what some people are saying. I love this. I love this. Madeline said, prayer without work is dead. Prayer without work is death. That is self-explanatory. So the next question is, why do people go to prayer houses when they are sick instead of them to go to hospital? Prayer without work is dead. Okay, so the question is, why do people go to prayer houses instead of hospital when they are sick? Because they feel that is devil. Gloria, I love that answer. Thank you for being honest. They feel that it is devil, so they go to prayer. Okay, thank you. So why do people go to prayer houses? Because like Nangog, you said that prayer can replace medication. So pray when you're sick, don't take medicine. Now I asked, why do people take medication and go to prayer houses instead of hospitals. And Nangog again said, because they are religious fanatic. Nangog, I don't know where you stand. I need to hear the answer. Fresoni said, go to hospital to know what is happening to you before prayer. Thank you for that advice, Fresoni. But the question is, why do people go to prayer houses when they are sick instead of hospital? Agnes said, because they believe, say, now every sickness, now which. Thank you for that. And Omolola said, because they believe that Satan's work, the sickness is Satan's work. That's their belief, according to me. All right, let's go to the next question. To the next question, please. The next question says, what one health appointment for members? I know some of you believe in prayer. Some of you believe, let us pray. If you're sick, pray. No need to go to hospital. But I want to ask you, is there one health appointment you're going to book this week? Are you planning of booking, even if you pray, believe you, God will heal your sickness, and you go to prayer houses when you're sick instead of hospital? Is it possible to go to make an appointment just to go and say hello to the doctor? Is it possible, especially if you're sick? Oni Abaromi said, because we've been brainwashed. The key word here is brainwashed. And we believe everything is about spirituality. Imagine telling us to pray for our leaders to do very well in office. Misplaced priority. Thank you for that. So the next question now is, what one health appointment will you book this week for members? Lack of knowledge. Thank you. What one, Ziti said, because they think that it is spiritual, and I agree. That's why they pray instead of going to hospital. So thank you, Agnes. Yes, I'm booking general test. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Agnes. And JP Icon say, I don't know Nurse Angel, to be frank with you. I don't know. Okay. Thank you for being honest, my darling. I love you. JP Icon. Mansi already done it yesterday for checkup. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Nangog again said, I'm planning to go make an appointment for my consultant for my constant stomach upset. I'm happy you're going to make an appointment for that. And Sunday Bukola said, have heard of people refusing blood transfusion because their church is against such. Let me ask the fifth and the last question before I have pressure now. What is one small daily habit? Or what is one small daily habit, the one small daily habit that can prevent long-term illness? Fund members, what is the one small daily habit that can prevent long-term illness? Glory. Nurse Angel, when I gave birth September last year, I can't wake. So I think it's something different. Never know it was the baby was so big. Okay, thank you. You see, I like you, Gloria. Your mind, according to you, you went to something else, but the doctors, I believe, told you, I believe, I'm assuming, that is because the baby was so big. From what you wrote, you said you now realize the baby was so big. Omolola said, I booked for medical checkup this week if I get the money that I'm expecting. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well done, Omolola. And Ayo said, medical checkup on my ear. Absolutely. Absolutely amazing. So the question number 5 said, what is one small daily habit that can prevent long-term illness? I think I saw Mercy Mercy says something about exercise. Let me see. What is one fantastic? It is exercise. Just small, small. Even, exercise may sound big. Just one small walk, exercise and healthy living. Absolutely, yes. And David said, keep it up. We are very grateful. David, David. Hmm. I'm suspecting someone, I don't know. And Oluwaseufumi said, by taking my medication regularly. Fantastic. That is if you're ill. And T Gold said, engaging in exercise. Absolutely amazing. And Omolola, you're good. He said, hot water. Taking hot water therapy. Just hot water therapy. Amazing. And then Mercy said, healthy eating, eat healthy. Amazing. All right, on that note, I want to remind you once again tonight we are looking at well-being part 3. And I also want to say that the theme for tonight's talk show is take back your body and take back your life. You see, I come closer. I want to say that. Let me ask another question. I want to ask another question. When your body, fam members, when your body starts to fail you, I want you to listen to me. The question is, when your body starts to fail you, who do you blame first? Just like Gloria said, she gave birth and she couldn't wake up or walk. I don't know what she meant. Then later she realized, she said her mind went to something else. Then she realized she had a big baby. When your body starts to fail you, who do you blame first? Epera Amaka said, myself. Are you? That's good. Thank you, Epera Amaka, for that. And Linda Achon, my wife, said, yourself, that is herself. That's amazing. Madeleine Odwak also said, myself. Amazing. Amazing. That's amazing. Now, fam members, when sickness lingers, who do you seek treatment? When sickness lingers, do you seek sickness as treatment, or do you suspect somebody? Like I keep referring to Gloria that said, when she couldn't wake up, her mind went to something else. So when sickness lingers, you're sick of this, you're sick of that, you're sick. Do you seek for treatment, or do you suspect something else? Jane, I say we blame the devil. It's the devil's work. And Oluwaseun, Oloro Molola said, sorry about that, bad network. Is that what that? And yeah, she said again, because they believe that there is nothing impossible for God to do. Okay, Agnes said, I seek treatment. Fantastic. And Altabeth said, treatment straight up. Fantastic. Amazing. And Mansu said, blame yourself isn't helpful. First, start with understanding health issues can come from genetics, lifestyle, environment, stress, or illness. Better focus, care, adjustment, and treatment, not blame. All right. With that in mind, I want to say this, and I want to say it loud and clear. How many is a question? How many homes, how many homes or how many illnesses in our homes are untreated? How many illnesses in our homes are untreated because we are chasing enemies? Farm members, I want you to answer this question. How many illnesses, how many illnesses go untreated in our homes because we are chasing the enemy? How many? None. Abraham Adeniran, headache, Angela. How many? Many. Agnes says many. Fantastic. And Oni says a lot. Good. Now, the next question I want to ask is how many families are divided today? What today is well-being, and the theme is to take back our body in order for us to take back our life. That is what we are going to do today. So I want to ask, how many families are divided today because of a diagnosis? When you are diagnosed of an illness, how many families are divided because of that? Madeline said plenty. Ade said so many. Ebaramaka said, which enemy? You never can tell what people say. And Engineer Ike said, there are illnesses we can't treat with drugs. I'm happy. I remember when they would say, if you have some illnesses, don't go to hospital. If you go to hospital, you will die. All right. A lot. And uncountable, Jane Ike. So most families are divided because of diagnosis. Now, the hardest question, is it possible that fear is killing us faster than disease? Farm members, is it possible that fear of the unknown is killing us faster than the disease itself? Yes, exactly, Basil. Yes, Julie. That's perfect, Basil. The team, take back your body in order to take back your life. Definitely, according to Agnes. Fantastic. Now, if we believe that fear is killing us even faster than disease, when did the question now, another question is, when did be careful turn into be afraid? You know, sometimes what you hear is, be careful. You need to be careful. If you're going to cross the road, be careful. Look left and right. If you're going to school, be careful. There are things that may be, people on this in the street that want to initiate you to bad life. So my question now is, when did be careful became be afraid? I like that. Onyekachi said, fear is the silence killer. When did be careful became be scared? And Tayo said, lack of knowledge. And I agree. When did be careful? Absolutely. When we don't take precautions. Amazing. And Abraham said, we learn every day here. Amazing. And Aisha Bala, your name is still Aisha Bala. She's just laughing. And Engineer Ike said, mind anxiety can be treated with drugs. Okay. It can. mind anxiety it can be treated with drugs, but you don't need to rely on drugs only. There are other things you can treat mind anxiety with. We'll talk about it when we go deeper into our next topic, which is part 4 of well-being. I have made a decision right now, family. I have just taken a stand to say we will be having well-being part 4, even without going through the part 3, because the responses I'm seeing on the screen is alarming to mention. The responses I'm seeing on the screen is alarming. But continue to type. It will tell me where we are in order to know how we can resolve a lot of issues. So the question now is, when did discernment, we say, you need to have the spirit of discernment. When did the spirit of discernment turn into suspicion? Farm members, it's always important to have a spirit of discernment. Make sure you take precaution, do good judgment, think things out, be careful. When did it turn into be suspicious of everyone, suspect everybody that they are bad? When? JC said part 4 well-being is coming up, strictly following. Now, on that note, I'm worried about what I am reading. As I said, I'm worried, too much worried about what I am reading on the screen. And because of that, we will be having well-being part 4 because of that. And also, I want you to call people. A lot of people are watching, but continue to call people to come and watch. Very important, Engineer Ike, and I agree. And Mercy Wally said, when trust was sold out. And again, Mansu said, yes, fear itself can sometimes worsen health. Mansu, take a kiss. Mwah. Take a kiss. Mwah. Fear itself can sometimes, many occasions, worsen health faster than illness. Thank you. I will leave this on the screen. Very important for it to be on the screen. Now, the last question I have to ask you tonight is, when did prayer turn into war? Farm members, very important question. When did prayer turn into war? I know they see my comment, period. That is the answer to the question. Okay, Chichi, you've seen your comment now. The question is, when did prayer turn into war? Oluwaseufumi is writing down. Very important. And Mercy Wally said, fear kills before the symptom. Absolutely yes. The question is, when did prayer turn into war? Engineer Ike said, that's what is really happening here, mostly in our society today. Engineer Ike, have you forgotten that I'm a Nigerian, full-blown, born and bred in Nigeria? I know what is happening in our society because I am from the society, because of a lot of evil happening around you. Wonderful. So Ekperamaka Richard said, prayer has turned into warfare because of evil everywhere, evil. So she will use the prayer to remove the evil. My question again is, when did your prayer is the key. Prayer is the key. Prayer is the master's key. Jesus started with prayer and ended with prayer. Prayer is the master's key. Jesus prayed Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. When did prayer change into warfare? Die, 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 die by fire, die by accident, burn, burn, burn my enemies, accident everywhere. When did prayer turn into war? Mansu, people sometimes mix religion with power, politics, and human conflict, using religion as justification. Another, dear, stop, please. What's wrong with you? Let me see what has happened. You see only my head now. That's fine. Jesus. Okay. Oh, another kiss. Mwah. I think it's the kiss. According to my husband, his left hand. All right. When did prayer? Everyone thinks someone somewhere is killing him or her. Chiahana, I kiss you too. Mwah. I love you. You know I love you. I love you past my mother in Arch. When did prayer turn into warfare? When we are desperate for sharp, sharp healing and it seems nothing is working. Angela Chintok said, people like themselves more than others. I don't know what that means. And my sweetheart said, Nurse Angel, when the enemies and evil spirit is so stubborn, so you turn the prayer into war. How many evil spirits have you killed? Now, I want to say, because sometimes homes are not fighting bandits. Remember, last week, we talked about bandits. We remember Amina, how Amina was a hustler, hardworking woman who was kidnapped by the bandits. And that singular action changed her life for the worse. However, nowadays, in many, many homes, we are not fighting bandits. We are not fighting principalities and powers. We are not fighting kidnappers, terrorists. Let's be honest. All this could exist in terms of principalities and power, but the known ones indeed exist in terms of bandits, kidnappers, armed robbers, and terrorists. We know they exist, but let's be honest. It is not everyone that come across them. It's not as popular as we say it, but we say it a lot. For instance, we meet a lot of people. I repeat, most of us today may have met more than 100 people. How many people have you come across today? Let me not imagine. How many people have you come across today? Some of you went to church, some of you went to shop, some of you, thank you, my darling Idou. Some of you went. How many people have you come across today? How many people have you come across today? Some of you went to shop, you met hundreds of people. Some went to church, you met thousands of people, can't count. Praise said is uncountable. I want you to just put an estimate, put an estimated figure on it. Abraham said, Nurse Angel, the winner of Guess and Win, the number you picked for your vow was not posted. Thank you. I believe the admin have heard it. Now, How many people? Just give it a rough estimate. How many people have you met today? Just give it a rough estimate. Onyeka said many people. And Sarah said a lot of people. Sarah, I saw you coming home today with from the church, so I understand. And Chekube said unmeasurable amount. And Tony said many people. And Ade, thank you for putting a number. Ade said about 100 people. And Angela said none. I was in the, come on, did you not see your child, your husband? How many are there? He said none. Ade said 200 people. Madeline said many I can't count. And T, I like how T said 190. So precise. Now, I want to ask the last question. So we'll go into our talk show tonight. Out of these many uncountable people you met, be honest, how many terrorists did you meet terrorizing people on the streets? Someone said millions. Agnes said millions. In all these people you met, I'm not saying suspected, I'm saying actual. How many of them were kidnappers kidnapping people in your front? How many people witnessed kidnapping today? I don't want it to. You see, I don't know what is wrong with this camera. Camera, behave yourself now. How many people witnessed kidnapping? Angela said none, because you were at home. How many people? Because we say everybody is bad people everywhere. Some of you say you met millions of people. Lolo Joy said none. Bukola said, I didn't meet any. So the question is, how many people witnessed kidnappers kidnapping people? Onyekachi said none. Oni said, I didn't witness any kidnapping. And Basi said, absolutely, ma. And Ibrahim said, me from Kano State to Castina. I love you, sis. I love you. You see, what we always say, bad people are everywhere. We pray because bad people are everywhere. We are not saying they are not, but a lot of good people are everywhere, which we do not say. And again, people are not just fighting bad people. The warfare is not the warfare we always war. Kill. Nobody is saying kill the terrorists, kill the kidnappers. They are saying kill the person in the village, in my father's compound, that does not want me to progress. Die. Now, we are not fighting just the bad people. We are fighting our relatives. We are fighting our relatives in our mind, not in our mind talk show. You see, most times in homes, let's be honest, how many bandits are in your house? How many bandits are in your house? How many bandits are in your house? And Tigo said, right on. Eichmann said, exactly. Mansu said, that's true. My question is, tonight is Wellbeing Part 3. The theme is take back your body, take back your life. Enough is enough. The more I read, the more I see the reason why we should have Part 4. Rita said, I haven't witnessed. Now, let me go straight. Most times in your homes, there are no bandits. It's hard. Even if someone said there is, but at the other hand, Nurse Angel, It's the relatives that are the bandits. So that is not the question. I hear you. What you are saying, Agnes, and it's true, is even the bandit is a relative of someone, correct? But what I'm saying is the 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 what I'm trying to say to you is there are not as many as you project. If you have seen 1 million people, like you said, and you did not witness one kidnapping today, that means everybody is not a kidnapper. You know, when one thing happens, it is a headline news, breaking news. All the countries, in some cases, they read it as a breaking news. But out of that one bad thing that happened, a lot of good things have been happening. It's not a breaking news. All right. You're right, as I said. But the thing here is, yes, they exist, but they're not like they are not that common. It's not everybody. Is if you have met 100 people, 1 million, 1,000, if you have lived throughout today and there was no kidnapping you met, that means it's not as it's there. It's there. But everyone is not a kidnapper. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Brief Katu. Now, I want to say, yet, in the homes, in our homes, we are always fighting our relatives. In the living rooms, we are always fighting our relative. In the sitting room, we are in a battlefield in our mind. We are thinking, let the relative die, die. We are praying for death. Tonight is not going to be comfortable for a lot of us. Tonight is not going to be comfortable. Tonight is necessary, not comfortable. The necessary evil we'll talk about today. Because this one touches the body. Tonight's talk show touches the body. Well-being focused on the body. And well-being begins with the body. I repeat, well-being begins with the body. Now, from members, I want to tell you a story. This is a story that happened not Amina in the north, now is Chidera in the east, Imo State to be precise. This story again is real, but the details, as usual, has been changed. However, the truth remained untouched. So Chidera is just the earliest name. Oh, sorry. Chidera is just the, what do you call it? Name I used to replace the real character. Chidera is a strong woman. Chidera, again, is a strong woman. She is a market woman. She is a trader. She is a mother, and she is a wife. For months, Chidera has been, going to her business, feeling a kind of everything that is happening to her. She feels, oh, I'm tired, is normal. But it's not normal tiredness. She felt deep tired. Chidera, when she climbs the bridge, she needs to climb the bridge to go to the market. Even the small step she takes, she feels breathless. Chidera feels breathless. Her heart would race at night when she's sleeping. Her legs would swell slightly. She had a swollen leg. She would get headaches. But you know how we do it in Nigeria. She felt is not, she's the one feeling it in herself. It's not witch, it's not about witchcraft. She's feeling it. But she felt it's nothing. She felt it's just stress. She felt it's just hustle. She's hustling. And people, when she spoke about it, people will say to her, drink abo, apple, abo. Some people say to her, you're no longer prayerful. We don't see you in the church. If you stop going to church, evil spirits start to attack. She ignored it. Yeah, she ignored it until one afternoon, as she was in the market, Chidera suddenly collapsed. Ekpera Makachin and Richard, yes, in this case, Chidera fainted in the market. What did they do? What did they do? Instead of them to rush her to the hospital, what happened? Someone in the market said, don't take her to the hospital first. Let's confirm this, what this is. I have a prayer warrior that can tell you what happened. He is a good man of God. This person fainted. Where did they take her to? Just like some family members said, when you are sick, prayer can replace medication. Don't go to hospital, go to church. And that was exactly what Chidera's people around in the market did. They said, let's go. And honestly, when they started to head to the church, that was the turning point for Chidera. First stop, where did they stop first? Prayer house. They prayed, they shouted, they fasted, they declared, and suddenly the pastor, the so-called man of God, said, this is not ordinary sickness. Of course, there is no ordinary sickness in Nigeria. You know that. This is not ordinary sickness. This is someone in the compound. The pastor already saw the vision. It's not an ordinary sickness. It's someone in their compound. This person in their compound is jealous of Chidera. They have seen her as a progressive trader. She was about to open the second store. And true she was. They said, that is why someone is jealous. It is a monitoring spirit. Chidera's husband was invited. Everyone in the compound came. Chidera's husband was told by the so-called man of God, that is someone in your compound. What happened? Chidera's husband looked at his brother. Chidera's brother looked at his wife. Chidera's mother looked at the co-wife, the brother's wife. Everybody was suspecting everybody. That is how it starts, unfortunately. Everyone in the compound became a suspect. Sad. The co-wife is suspected. The brother-in-law suspected. The neighbors, everybody in the compound became a suspect. Suspicion entered the house for no just cause. Families that were so happy, living happily together. This one goes about their business. That one goes about their business. All of a sudden, as Chidera fainted, because of tactile signs that have been showing, swollen leg, breathlessness, headaches, deep tiredness, and so on. And she did nothing. They told her to pray. She prayed. She went to the market. She fainted. Go to the man of God. From there, suspicion entered a peaceful home quietly. Devil don't enter. Tony say it is well. Tell me, guys, fun members, can you guess the second stop? The first stop is the prayer house. Somebody should guess where they went to for the second stop. Manso said, I know a girl that was kept from school. I know a girl that was kept from school and medicine due to strict religious belief. She suffered in silence but secretly learned to read and later became an advocate, helping other girls to access education. Thank you for sharing this story. Can you guess what God help us? Mercy said Native Healing Center. Absolutely yebesi. So the second stop, according to Mercy, and it's true, was the native doctor. The native doctor said, when they took her there, naturally, they told him this story. Ah, look, she fainted. The native doctor said, this is a spiritual attack. Confirming. Pastor said it. The same thing Pastor said is the same exact thing the native doctor is saying. It is true. The native doctor said, it is a spiritual attack. Guess what? Guess what? The native doctor said they put charm on the door, your doorstep, and you stepped on the charm. It's your, okay, remember, the man of God said, it's in your compound. It is in your compound. Everybody became a suspect. Guess what? The native doctor gave it a name. Is your co-wife. The native doctor said, it is your co-wife that is killing you. Your co-wife is not happy with your progression. Because you want to open another store, your co-wife is jealous. And she puts a juju where you match. And chicken, end of story. Remember, this lady fainted. Instead of them to take her to hospital, they are taking her from one prayer house to the other, from one juju house to the other. What did they say? You know, she was able to come back to consciousness naturally. Not naturally, but it wasn't. She came back to consciousness. They said to her, do not eat in your co-wife's house. That's what the native doctor said. Do not greet your co-wife again, because if you talk, she can charm you. That's why you see people, they don't talk to people. If you greet them, they pray. Holy Ghost, fire. Do not step into their house without protection. Now, Chidera was not diagnosed. Farm members, I want you to listen, and I want you to listen to me. Chidera has not been diagnosed though. It's the native doctor and the pastor that has been saying what is wrong with her, which is somebody is voodooing her. In fact, the co-wife. Chidera Was not diagnosed though. However, Chidera was labeled. These people have labeled Chidera. And why fear was rising, suspicion everywhere, why prayers were ongoing, why visiting native doctors, her illness was, I want you to tell me what her illness was doing. Why praying and fasting, going from one native doctor to the other, why they are using fear, and what was progressing? I've already said it. Her illness was increasing. Thank you. Your questions are funny but true. Thank you, Basil. Real life story. Why they were praying and fasting? Why they were labeling her suspicious of everybody? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Obianya Chibwe is the best. You've shown you are indeed the best. Her illness was progressing. Months, weeks, months. They are praying, they are fasting, they are doing everything and anything. What was actually happening? What was actually happening? Months later, when the illness was so bad that Chidera could no longer sit up. She couldn't do anything. She became so weak. They now remembered the hospital. They finally rushed her to the hospital. What happened? What was the illness? You are not far from the truth. You are not far from the truth. What was the illness? You are all good. I saw that of Jabez, and I've seen that of Agnes. You are getting things that are really, really likely to be wrong. Ignorance of the highest order. The illness will get worse. Thank you. From high blood pressure to heart failure. Okota. So, when they took Chidera to the hospital, where you have science, where you have facts, where you have things that are working in the hospital, they took her. Chidera was told that she had severe, uncontrolled hypertension. I want you to write it down. That's why I pinned what Chibes wrote. She had severe, uncontrolled hypertension. You see, hypertension, as you all know, is like high blood pressure. Her heart was enlarged. You see, hypertension is a very, very common illness. Yes, my dad has hypertension. My husband has hypertension. A lot of people I know, I check myself anyway. I'm happy I don't have it. But it's something that you can develop easily. Even somebody say fear is an illness, and it's true. I said uncontrolled hypertension. Why did I say that? Hypertension is so common, and hypertension is one thing. If you take your medication, it's okay. If you do live a healthy life, you can manage it with your doctor's advice with medication. However, this illness, this uncontrolled hypertension, the severe uncontrolled hypertension was not checked, was not diagnosed, was not known. They were saying it's witches and wizards. Wizard, every illness in Nigeria is caused by somebody. Cancer, voodoo cancer. Hypertension, voodoo. Everything, illnesses, is caused by somebody. When the person died, this person has killed them. Well-being. Today's topic is take back your body and take back your life. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of us, a lot of people are dying like animals. Animals don't die like Africans, like Nigerians. No, we are dying like ants. We are dying like flies, mosquitoes. Uncontrolled hypertension and hypotension are very bad and deadly, which can kill within a minute. Somebody killed. People are in enmity for nothing. The tension we give to ourselves is affecting our well-being before the real issue. Fear kills faster than illness. So, in the hospital, she was diagnosed of uncontrolled. Uncontrolled in this aspect means she never received treatment and it got worse and worse and worse and worse, and boom, boom, she fainted. Why? High blood pressure is how it started. That's why I keep saying, check your BP, check your BP. It started with high blood pressure. Her heart was enlarged. Her kidneys, someone said kidney, Angela, her kidney were beginning to fail. All the symptoms were there. Remember, she had severe tiredness or fatigue. Remember, her legs were swollen. Remember, she was breathless. Persistent headache she had. Her vision was blurry sometimes. She had chest pain. The uncontrolled high blood pressure has significantly increased her heart's workload. Because of no medication, no treatment, nothing was done. Her heart was overloaded. The heart was struggling to pump enough blood and oxygen to her body. Her heart was so fatigued with the high blood pressure, uncontrolled, not medicated, no treatment. She was going from prayer to prayer, prayer to prayer, prayer to prayer. The illness was getting worse and worse and worse. What happened? Boom! She fainted. Why? Her heart was so struggling to pump blood because of the enlarged vessels. And her heart could not pump enough blood and oxygen to her body. Over time, it reduced efficiency, and that is what led to her heart failure. Because if your heart cannot pump blood to your brain to circulate all over your body, boom, your brain will be deficient of blood. That is why she fainted in the market. It is not witches. It's not witchcraft. You don't, look, pray, but do the work. Prayer without action is death. But instead of treatment, instead of going to the hospital, people say prayer works than medicine. Why do you think a lot of people are dying? We die like animals. We die like ants. You see, instead of her to go for treatment, she went for prayer. She was receiving prayer. Instead of medication, instead of her to take medication, medication for high blood pressure is everywhere. The doctor would have given her the prescription. She received suspicion. It is your sister-in-law that is killing you. Everyone is a suspect. She was dying slowly. Instead of lifestyle change, she received enemies. And by the time science, doctors diagnosed, before they entered the conversation, damage had already started. And guess what? Yes, your guess is as good as mine. Chidera died. She died of something as simple as high blood pressure that if treated, she would have lived as long as she wanted. She would have been managed with it. At least they will manage it. Tonight, we are going to talk about the first tier of well-being. Well-being part 3 today will be focused on the body and the life. We are looking at the first tier of well-being, the first pillar of well-being, which is the physical well-being. Let us connect it clearly. Well-being is not shouting louder in prayer. Well-being is not when you shout louder in prayer. Well-being is not finding the enemy. Well-being is checking your blood pressure. Well-being is knowing your blood sugar, knowing your cholesterol, sleeping enough. I'm talking about the physical well-being. When you sleep enough, reducing salt intake, managing stress, moving your body, exercising, seeing a doctor early. You can pray and take medication. Family members, you can pray and take medication. You can fast and check your BP. You can believe in God and still believe in treatment. It's not contradicting. Faith and responsibilities are not enemy. Faith and responsibility are not enemies. But fear and responsibilities are big enemy. How can fear stop us from, or how can fear destroy our well-being? When you are told everyone is after you, when you're told everyone is after you, guess what it does to you? Your nervous system switches on permanently. Chronic stress, raised blood pressure, worsens diabetes, damages to the heart, affecting your sleep is affected, your immune system weakens. Now, let's imagine you already have hypertension because of all the things you're going through. On top of it, you're suspicious of everyone. What do you think will happen to you? You already have hypertension, high blood pressure itself, and you now accompanying it with suspicion, paranoia. Everyone is evil. Everyone wants you dead. You are not sleeping well. You're not eating well. You're angry. You are isolating. You are praying. Warfare. Every night you're praying warfare prayer. Die. What do you think happens to your body? What do you think will happen to your body? The enemy is not your aunt. The enemy is not your co-wife. Your enemy is your unmanaged stress, your unmanaged body. The impact it has on your system. Chidera stopped attending family gathering. Chidera's children were stopped from playing with their cousins. Chidera's husband stopped trusting his siblings. Physical illness was created. Social isolation was created. Remember, I said to you guys, well-being has a lot of pillars, and all the pillars are interconnected. Today, we are talking about the physical well-being. You see how just having illness, physical illness, it starts creating isolation in the family. It starts creating emotional and mental tension. It starts creating physical family suspicion. It starts creating spiritual confusion. It starts creating financial strain. All the visitations to prayer houses, you need money for sacrifice, money for prayer, money for native doctors. And the children learned something dangerous. The children learned something dangerous. Family is unsafe. Cousins are killers. The generation became damaged. Let us balance it. I want you to know, please, hello, not every pastor is bad. I repeat, not every pastor is bad. However, pastors are not doctors. I repeat, not every pastor is bad. Okay. However, pastors are not doctors unless they are medically trained and they are practicing. Not every native doctor is harmful. The problem is fear-based interpretation of illness. Fear-based interpretation of illness. If every fainting episode, episode is voodoo, we will bury all the people around us. If everyone that fainted is because of voodoo, what happens? People will be dying. Why? Because instead of going to the hospital for immediate treatment, you go to the native doctor, you go to prayer houses. If every diabetes case is jealousy, if everybody that has diabetes, suffering from diabetes, is the case of jealousy, people wanting to kill you, we will ignore prevention. We will all be diabetic. If every stroke, everybody that has stroke is an attack of the witches and wizards, we will neglect to have a good lifestyle. So I want to say this. Let me say this carefully to each and every one of you. Some people truly experience harm. Yes. But many people are dying from things that could have been managed. Hypertension, diabetes, heart diseases, kidney failure, stress-induced breakdown, malaria untreated, typhoid. I saw somebody write typhoid, ignored. Chronic arthritis, unmanaged. Asthma attack without inhaler. I can't breathe. The enemies are taking my soul. You go and check yourself out. Obesity-related complications, undiagnosed infection, undiagnosed high blood pressure. These are not wishes. These are not witches. These are not witches. It is not compound enemies. It's not the enemy in your compound. These are neglected physical well-being. If we continue to turn every diagnosis into accusation, we will keep dividing, and breaking families. We will keep delaying care. Delayed care is delayed life. We will keep damaging our bodies. Early detection saves life. It is the key to life. Tonight, IOM family, IOM choose wisdom. IOM family, we will be having a part 4. IOM, we are going to choose wisdom because we are going to touch on how each and every well-being pillar, we have a lot of pillars of well-being. We have the physical well-being, which we are looking at today. We have the mental well-being. We have the social well-being. We have the financial well-being. We have the spiritual well-being. We have the environmental. We have a lot of well-being pillars, and they are all interconnected, interwoven. One can lead to the other. So tonight, IOM family, I see you. Thank you. Where is it? Choose wisely. Thank you, Bossade. Bossade, thank you very much. IOM family, you need to choose wisely, like Bossade have advised us. Choose wisdom. Choose responsibility. You need to choose balanced faith. You need to choose hospital when you are sick. I repeat, choose hospital when you are sick. Choose prevention over paranoia. Choose prevention over suspicion. And that is exactly why we launched the IOM Biggest Loser. I repeat, that is why looking at physical well-being in our Mind Talk show, family are organizing or have launched the second edition of IOM Biggest Loser and Body Optimizers. It is not just for fat people. It is not just for slim people. It's not just for healthy people. It is for everyone. IOM Biggest Loser and Body Optimizer competition. It is not because of the money. It is not for social media show. It is for our well-being, all our well-being. Because when you take control of your body, remember, the theme is take control of your body, you take control of your life. When you take control of your body, you take control of your future. Your future is your life. Take control of it. Fitness is not punishment. People feel IOM Biggest Loser is another punishment. Fitness is protection. Balanced diet is not suffering. Balanced diet is prevention. Weight management is not pride. It is wisdom. When you reduce your weight, you reduce a lot of things. When you reduce your weight, my health and wellness is paramount. Fantastic. Thank you. Tell it. Say it loud and clear. I repeat, when you reduce your weight, when you reduce your when you start to eat balanced diet, you reduce hypertension risk, you reduce diabetes complication, you reduce heart disease, you reduce stroke, you reduce fatty liver disease, you reduce joint disintegration, my joint, my leg, you reduce sleep disturbance, you reduce chronic fatigue, you reduce chronic stress. This is well-being, and this is IOM well-being. Because when the body collapses, family, when the body collapses, it does not ask, were you prayerful? Family, when the body collapses, it does not ask, were you prayerful? It asks, did you take care of your well-being? Did you take care of me? Now, I want to say tonight is not an information night. But we got a lot of information. Tonight is not an information night because you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Tonight is a night for us to make a decision. Tonight is a decision night. You have heard the story of Chidera. You have heard the truth of the diagnosis in the hospital. Now you must choose. You cannot continue blaming witches while your blood pressure is rising. You cannot keep chasing enemies while your waistline is expanding. You cannot continue to shout in prayer while ignoring medical checkup. This is your moment. This is your turning point. If you already are in the Biggest Loser and the Body Optimizer competition, take it seriously. This is not entertainment. It's not about the winning. This is not just the content. This is not just the contest. It is your heart. The IOM Biggest Loser and Body Optimizer, if you have not joined, or rather, if you have joined, take it seriously. It is your heart we are talking about. It is your kidney we are talking about. We are talking about your joints. We are talking about your future. Show up consistently. follow the meal plan, follow the exercise, drink water, sleep properly, reduce salt intake, reduce sugar intake, measure your progression. On that note, I'm going to get a dietitian to come and talk to us about balanced diet, because every kilogram you lose, for those that want to lose weight, is pressure removed from your heart. Every kilogram you lose, each kilo you lose, is pressure removed from your heart. Every step you take strengthens your life. Every walk you take strengthens your life. Do not sabotage your own healing. To those of you who have not yet joined the Biggest Loser contest, or to those of you who did not join the IOM Biggest Loser contest, you may not be competing, but you are still responsible for your health and well-being. You may not be competing, you are responsible for your well-being. Follow our exercise sessions. If we are doing exercise, join us from your sitting room, join us from your kitchen, join us from your bedroom, wherever you are, join us. Because if you follow the weight updates, follow the diet guidance, if you move your body daily, even if it's 20 minutes, even at home, in your compound, you do not need a trophy. It's not which is in your compound, it's you. It is you. You don't need a trophy. You don't need to win. Just save your life. All you need to do is save your life. Your well-being is your life. You do not need a title to protect your nails. Your health does not care whether you're competing or not. Your well-being does not care whether you're contesting or not. It only cares whether you are consistent. If you think like we did after IOM Biggest Loser, that's it. It doesn't care about the contest. It cares about your consistency. To every adult, even children, all the families watching tonight's talk show, book one health checkup this week. I repeat, it's not the people in your village, it's not your in-law, your co-wife, your brother, your sister, your mother-in-law, father. It is not your friends. It's not someone in the compound. It is you looking after yourself. Book one health checkup this week. One blood pressure. Just do, even if it's only your blood pressure, even if it's only your blood sugar. Just do a general review. Someone said they are booking blood tests. Please do not postpone it. Do not spiritualize it. Do not spiritualize it. Confirm it. Early detection saves life. To all families, please, I want to appeal to you. Stop accusing people. Stop accusing people. It is this person killing me. Your leg is swelling. Your heart is racing. You are feeling like fainting. You are stressed. You are fatigued. You are breathless. Stop accusing people. Start supporting. Stop isolating. Start exercising together. Turn suspicion into sweat. I repeat, if you take nothing home tonight, I want you to take this. Turn your suspicion into sweat. Sweat out your suspicion. Turn fear into fitness. Turn your fear into fitness. Turn your warfare. All the time you're praying, die, 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 die. Look. Turn your warfare prayers into your well-being action. Turn your warfare prayers. I repeat, please, can somebody type this for me? Turn your warfare prayers into your well-being action. I repeat, turn your warfare prayers into your well-being action, because it is written, prayer without action is death. Is death. So turn your warfare prayer into well-being action. Turn your suspicion into sweat. Thank you. Health is wealth. Well-being is wealth. Nothing consign body with prayer. Oh my God. Die, na exercise. Please, you guys should not kill me. And Mansu said, Ma, that's why I brought my blood pressure machine, because I don't want drama from the nurses. Thank you. And thank you. Turn your no welfare. Please change it. It's not welfare. Turn your warfare. Where is it? It's not welfare. Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting for this before we close. Turn your warfare prayers into your well-being action, because the same Bible, you're warfaring your prayers and say those warfare is dead without action. So therefore, I want to say IOM is not just a talk show. Please repeat after me. IOM is not just a talk show. IOM is indeed a well-being movement. IOM is a well-being movement. We will not be the generation that dies from preventive illness. How dare we do that? We will not be a generation that dies from preventive illness. We will not be a generation that confuses neglect with spirituality. You neglect yourself. Chidera got a lot of signs and symptoms: swollen leg, breathlessness, deep tiredness. She had a lot of signs and symptoms. She ignored and neglected her body. We will not be the generation that confuses and changes neglect of our body into spirituality. We will be disciplined. We will be informed. We will be proactive, because when we take back our body, we take back our confidence. If we take back our body, we take back our confidence, and we take back clarity. We take back our relationships. Remember, if you are sick, your relationship is not that strong. What do I mean? You're not healthy enough for mingling. If you take back your body, you take back your relationship, you take back your life. Tonight, IOM family, choose action. Choose action. I repeat, tonight, IOM family, it's not about prayer without action. Choose, you can pray, but you must act. It's not about prayer without action. You can pray, but you must act. Tonight, we are appealing, IOM family, the church builds our faith and the hospital treats illness. Fantastic. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 says, and I quote, "My people perish for lack of knowledge. Ignorance has kept us in corners where we can't even explain." So pathetic. We are dying like fowls. People are dying. They are saying witches and wizards everywhere. Tonight, as IOM family members, IOM friends and well-wishers, we are choosing actions. We are choosing IOM well-being movement. We are choosing prevention. We are choosing responsibility. Please, IOM family, take back your body. Take back your life. And this is the end of tonight's talk show. I want to say, in our mind is always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely in my hands. I hope we learned something today. Take back your body, take back your life. This is part 3 of IOM, part 3 of our well-being. It is centered on our physical well-being. And on that note, I want us to dance. Today, because I'm still testing the camera, I will not be dancing in our mind. Okay, we can. I can dance in our mind talk show music. Let me see. Yes. So I want us to prepare for, is it Ramadan? I think Ramadan is coming soon. And as usual, I have started to be in the spirit of Ramadan. Ramadan is coming soon. I've started to be in the spirit of Ramadan. Let us pray. Let us pray. Let us dance. Which song should I dance to now? Use your brain before then use them for you. Yes, let's dance that one.
Somebody this one. It's Donnie on the beat. You ain't a suppress, no, send me leave because I see the full of black man, the shade you ready to last. I stand and go, no remote to pass. I see the variety I try to the cost my loss. But when you reach that hard you get, then they beat mama for us, you pay 1 year for her death. Mom see we sell a rapper baby for sale. No be to be a biggie but you, share you get the sense. Use your head before them go use them for you. If you broke, you will know that no one loves you. That is my little advice for you. Give to my lady before you give up your new. Brotherly big you body cash you. Money will bring them come. www.hustle.com. Be your deputy, when you see that kingdom come. Hey, hey. Brotherly believe you body cash you. Money will bring them come. www.hustle.com. Be your deputy, when you see that kingdom come. And you need the saga. I love you past my mother, the girl of your life. You retire your money, or give me body man. If you calculate the money where you spend on flex, you for them build fine house. Why got the 2K just invest? Ego, maybe every day guy man the collect. Before you do wire, make sure you bless your family first. For the sake of Pankachuku, try to help your brothers people. No, they come for here, don't they come busy body. Charity begins at home. No, they buy me drink, brother, give me the update. I am a born again, I know they like it, I'm a born again. Now, I see my touch, yo. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Brotherly believe you body cash you. Money will bring them down. www.hustle.com. Be your God to be there, but you see thy kingdom come. I need to be there. sabia. Sabantani galika fuala toda. I love you past my mother, the girl of joy. I know this I am money, I need you for the one. Respect. It's the one that I'm gonna
Yes. So yeah, this is all we are going to have tonight. Thank you very, very much for joining us on tonight's show. Thank you. I hope you learned something tonight. Very important. I hope you learned something tonight because nobody is asking you to stop praying. Nobody is asking you not to do what you like. But your well-being is your life. It does not negotiate. Chidera's well-being did not negotiate with her. A lot of Chideras have died, both male and female, because they ignored and did not listen to the signs. Like Sylvia Atwanya said, our people die because of ignorance. Please, if you want the thing of the spirit, you go to church. If it's something of the body, please go to hospital. Take care of your well-being. Early prevention matters. If you have not joined IOM Biggest Loser or you did not join, ensure you join us all the time we are exercising. That is our well-being. Physical well-being, mental well-being, social well-being, spiritual well-being, financial well-being because of the winning, and what have you. I love you. That is why I'm bringing this to you. I love you. And I will end by saying, in our mind is always, always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely in my hands. In fact, in our mind is always in my mind, and my well-being is definitely in my hands. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.